Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the holy scripture which gives us complete knowledge about life and the soul and tells us how to live a meaningful, happy, peaceful, spiritual life without renouncing this world. It is a dialogue between Lord Sri Krishna and Arjun at the battlefield of Kurukshetra in India. When Arjun saw his kinsmen on both sides ready to fight, he was filled with emotions and pity and he refused to fight. Lord Krishna then gives him complete knowledge about the perishable body, the imperishable soul, and various aspects, and Arjun ultimately understands and he is prepared to fight. I present before you various chapters one by one. I am grateful to Srimati Raji Sekharan who has given her melodious voice to recitation of Sanskrit shlokas. Chapter 15 Parshottam Yog.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Shri Krishna Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Panchadashodhyayaha Purushottama Yogaha. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Urdhvamoolamatha Shakham Ashwattham Prahuravyayam Chandamsi yasya parnani Yastam veda sa vedavit Adhaschordhvam prasridastasya shakhaha Guna pravriddha vishaya pravalaha Adhascha moolanyanusantatani Karmanubandhini manushya-loke.
The Supreme Divine Lord said, "There is an eternal Ashwath tree with its roots above and branches below. The Vedic hymns are its leaves, and the one who knows the secret of this tree is the knower of the Vedas. The branches of the tree extend upwards and downwards, nourished by the three gunas, modes of nature, with the tender buds as the objects of senses. The roots of the tree hang downwards, which produce flow of karma, actions and reactions in humans."
Na roopamasyeha tathopalabhyate Nando na chadir na cha sampradishtha Ashwatthamenam suvirudhamulam Asanga shastrena dridhena chitva Tadappadam tatparimargitavyam Yasmin gadana nivartandi bhuyaha Tameva chadyam purusham prabadhye Yada pravritti prasrida purani.
The real form of this tree is not perceived here, as there is neither its beginning nor the end, nor its support. But this deep-rooted Ashwath tree can be cut down with a strong axe of detachment. To do this, one must search out the base of the tree, which is the Supreme Lord from whom streamed forth the activities of the universe a long time ago, and take refuge in him. Then one will not return to this world again.
Nirmana mohajida sanga dosha Adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaha Dvandver vimukta sukha dukkha sampnehi Gachandya mudha padamavyayam tat.
One who is free from egoism and delusion, victorious over the evil of attachment, dwells constantly in the self, free from the desire to enjoy the senses, and is beyond the dualities of pleasure and pain. Such a liberated one attains eternal state.
Tat bhasayate suryo na shashango na pavakaha Yadgatva na nivartande Tadhama paramam mama Mamaivamsho jivaloke Jivabhudas sanatanaha Manashashthani Prakritisthani karshati Shariram yadavapnodi यच्चाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्दं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढा नानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः.
Neither the sun nor the moon nor the fire illuminates that supreme abode of mind. Having reached there, one does not return. O Arjuna, soul in embodied living beings in its material world are my eternal fragmental parts, and being bound by material nature, they struggle with the six senses, including the mind. The soul carries subtle body with it when it leaves an old body and enters a new one, just like the air carries the fragrance from place to place. Through newly acquired ears, eyes, skin, tongue, and nose, as well as the mind, the embodied soul enjoys the objects of senses. The ignorant are neither able to perceive the soul residing in the body, nor when it departs, and also as it enjoys sense objects, but those who possess the eyes of wisdom can truly see.
यदन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितं यदन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानः नैनं पश्यन्त्यचेतसः यदादित्यगतं तेजः जगद्भासयतेऽखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकं गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यहमोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधी सर्वाः सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधं सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टः मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यः वेदान्तकृत् वेदविदेव चाहम्.
The striving yogis who have perfected can also perceive the soul residing in the body, but the ignorant that have not purified their minds cannot recognize it even when they strive hard to do so. Know that the brilliance of the sun that illuminates the entire solar system, and the radiance of the moon, and the brightness of the fire all come from me. Permeating the earth, I nurture all living beings with my energy and nourish all plants with the juice of life by becoming Soma, the moon. I am the fire in the digestion in the stomachs of all living beings and combine with the inhaling and exhaling breaths to digest the four kinds of food. I dwell in the hearts of all and am the source of memory, knowledge, and also forgetfulness. I alone am to be known through the Vedas. I am the author of the Vedas and the knower of the Vedas.
द्वाविमौ पुरुषौ लोके क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च क्षरः सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते उत्तमः पुरुषस्त्वन्या परमात्मेत्युदाहृतः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य बिभर्त्यव्यय ईश्वरः यस्माक्षरमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमा अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः यो मामेवमसम्मूढः जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद् भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदमुक्तं मया नघ एतद्बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्यश्च भारत.
There are two kinds of Purushas in creation, Kshar, perishable, and Akshar, imperishable. The being's body is perishable and the soul is imperishable. Other than these, there is yet Supreme Purusha, Divine Personality, who is the indestructible Supreme Soul who enters the three worlds as the controller and supporter of them all. I am transcendental to the perishable and imperishable both. Hence, I am celebrated in the Vedas as the Supreme Purusha, Supreme Divine Personality. O Arjuna, those who know me as the Supreme Soul, Supreme Divine Personality, without doubt, have true, complete knowledge, and they worship me with their whole being. O sinless Arjun, I have given this most secret, profound knowledge that is given in the Shastras, the Vedas, by understanding which one is self-enlightened and his goal in life is accomplished.
Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Purushottama Yogo Nama Panchadashodhyayah.
Om Tat Sat. Thus in Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishad, the science of Brahma, the scripture of Yoga, dialogue between Shri Krishna and Arjuna, the chapter 15 named Purushottam Yoga is over.